Welcome to Get Your Shift Together, the Profit and Growth podcast. I'm Nicola J. Barnett, your Profit and Growth business advisor. I help businesses scale by design so they gain more capacity with less stress, less cost, less dependency on the owner. We're still inside the Analyze milestone of the efficiency and profit framework. Analyze solves one core problem, operating in the dark. We've covered awareness, so we're seeing what's happening. We've covered review, interpreting what it means. And today we move to the third strategy inside Analyze, control. Because seeing and reviewing mean nothing if they don't change how you lead. Let me ask you something. Do you feel well informed but still reactive? Do you get reports but still feel like you're constantly responding? Do you know your numbers but still feel like growth creates more pressure rather than more stability? Because that tension matters. Information alone does not create control. Many business owners believe control comes from having more data, getting more updates, being more involved. So they increase reporting, they attend more meetings, they stay close to everything, and they tell themselves they're on top of it. But what's actually happening is they're busy managing the noise, responding to issues, putting out friction, and solving problems as they arise. It feels really proactive. You feel like you're on the ball, but it's actually reactive in disguise. And reactive leadership scales chaos, but not stability. So control is not knowing more. Control is deciding earlier. If you only act once something becomes urgent, you're not in control. Urgency is. So growth increases uncertainty, but scale increases control. Control means risk is visible before it becomes urgent. Control means decisions are made from intention, not interruption. And control means growth does not automatically increase stress. Information tells you what happened. Control decides what happens next. And that's the shift. Without control, growth magnifies instability. More clients mean more moving parts. More revenue means more cash timing pressure. More team means more operational friction. And if you are only reacting, complexity grows faster than your leadership. And that's when growth starts to feel a bit chaotic. Not because growth is wrong, just because it isn't being directed. So when control is weak, every increase in scale increases volatility. And to be honest, it's quite exhausting. So control inside Analyze means you use awareness and review to influence decisions earlier. You don't wait for margins to erode, you adjust pricing. You don't wait for cash to tighten, you forecast. You don't wait for pressure to explode, you redesign capacity. Control is structured decision making. It's choosing direction based on evidence. It's reducing volatility before it escalates. And it connects directly to time, money, and operational flow. So when control is strong, growth feels different. Revenue increases without panic. Complexity increases without chaos. You don't need to personally carry every decision, but you don't feel blindsided by predictable patterns. You lead ahead of the business, not behind it. And that's when confidence becomes grounded. Not hopeful, but absolutely grounded. And grounded leadership scales. So this is why control completes the Analyze milestone. Awareness lets you see. Review lets you understand. Control lets you act intentionally. Without control, Analyze is passive. With control, Analyze becomes directional. Analyze builds control. Control builds confidence. And confidence builds sustainable success. In that order. Growth without control is absolute chaos. Control is about taking charge of what's happening. But taking charge of the numbers isn't the same as strengthening the business. Next time we move into the optimize milestone, because you can control performance and still feel the strain of growth. I'll see you there.